So, like it or not, the iPhone has become the standard when it comes to smartphone design. I mean, just take a look at the latest Samsung releases or at the Nothing phone. To be honest, there's so many companies that copy the design of the iPhone, and I'm not blaming anyone here because the iPhone looks so damn good. And a big part of that is the amount of hours the designer team has put into this thing. But what's the first thing most people will do when they get a new iPhone? They will put a case and a screen protector on it. I mean, I'm not blaming anyone here. Obviously, you don't want to break it because this thing costs so much. But for me, the design is also a very big part of the user experience. I mean, they designed this phone for a reason. It's not for you to just hide it away. And I always laugh when people obsess over new colors of the iPhone because most people will hide it in a case and never see even the color they got. I mean, this thing is made of titanium or aluminum or stainless steel for a reason. It's to give you that premium feel in your hand. I have literally never seen anyone wearing expensive watches with a case in it. And the reason is it'll just look stupid, and it doesn't matter that the watch costs so much. The whole reason of a watch is to showcase it, and it's the same with the iPhone. A big part of why the iPhone is so successful is because of how it looks as well. When you use your iPhone without a case, it feels like you have a luxury item in your hand. It almost feels like jewelry. The iPhone definitely has a premium feel to it. And as I said, that's also a big reason why they use materials like stainless steel or titanium for these phones. It's not just to look good, it's also to make it feel good in your hand. Before you all start to write them comments though, I know what you want to say. You don't want to break it because it costs so much, but the thing is, you're most likely not going to break it. You see, 10 years ago, I would have actually totally agreed with you. When the iPhone 4S came out, it was made of stainless steel and glass, and that thing was so fragile, any fall would usually end up in complete destruction of the phone. But that's not the case anymore. The smartphones have evolved so much since then that it would actually take quite a lot of effort to break your new iPhone. I usually change my iPhones every year, and I always use them without a case as Apple intended them to be used. And I have never had an issue with any iPhone breaking. I've dropped them countless times. They fell on the screen, they fell on the stainless steel, they fell on the back, and I've not once had any iPhone break. You might say 1 year is not a long enough time. Usually people use their phones for 4 or 5 years, and in that time anything can happen. If you drop your phone too many times, the glass may get weaker with time, and I get all that, but here's my iPhone 14 Pro. I didn't get the iPhone 15 this year because in my opinion the iPhone 15 is barely even an upgrade from the 14 Pro, but that's besides the point. Anyway, I've been using my iPhone 14 Pro for 1.5 years now, for almost 2 years actually, because I got it on the launch day, and I've dropped this phone so many times I couldn't even count. I even dropped it on the first day when I got home. I was getting out of a car. I wanted to put the phone in the pocket, and somehow I missed, and it fell straight on the ground, flat, screen down, and I was sure the iPhone was done for. But to my amazement, the iPhone was actually fine. There wasn't even a single scratch. And I know what you might say, you've got a screen protector and it's all cracked, and you probably think that if you didn't have the screen protector, you would have cracked your phone. But to be honest, that's not the case, because screen protectors are made of thin and cheap glass, and usually they break every time they fall, whereas it would actually take a lot of effort to break your iPhone screen. The materials that smartphone companies use in their phones nowadays are much better than they used to be, and since the new iPhones are made of titanium, they're even stronger. And I know there's some clumsy people, I definitely am clumsy too, but for people like us, there's Apple Care. It's literally $10 a month, and even you completely smash your phone somehow, Apple will replace it for cheap, so you don't have to worry about that. And to be honest, my iPhone is still in decent shape, and I could easily sell it for almost the same price that I got it. Since I usually upgrade every year, at the end of a year I tend to sell my iPhones, and as I said, I've never used a case on my iPhones, and I've never had a problem selling my iPhones because it was in used condition. Obviously, it would have been better if it wasn't a case, but I think all that small scratches add to the character of the phone. In my opinion, it makes it all look better, and as long as it's not cracked or non-functional, considering all the things I've said, I totally think it's worth it to use your iPhone without a case. Tell me what you think about that in the comments. Have you used your iPhone without a case? Maybe use some other smartphone without a case? Have you ever considered using your smartphone without a case? And if so, what's stopping you from doing that? If you like this video, please like it and consider subscribing to this channel for more tech content. And who knows, maybe you'll try to use your phone without a case for a week, see how you like it. Maybe you like it. At the end of the day, maybe that's something for you. With that said, thanks for watching this video. Consider watching some other videos that I made, and I'll see you in the next one.